Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie. If you're yet to subscribe, please do that now. Subscribe to my channel to keep up with our videos. So today we're talking about how I found out I was pregnant and how I broke the news to my husband. So this was January 2022. We had just done our traditional wedding and cut wedding in December, and we had finished our honeymoon. It was super beautiful. Went to a couple of locations in Lagos. We decided not to travel out or go anywhere far. We'll explore lots of interesting places in Lagos. Went to Jara Beach Resort and a couple of hotels, Marriot, in Ikeja, Chesterfield, which had a bad experience for me. Went to Maison Fahrenheit and 4 Points by Sheraton on the island. Went to Rufus and Bee, played some games, and went to some eateries like the View Rooftop above Rufus and Bee, Casper and Gambini, Ocean Basket, Kuti's bistro. And at the end of the day, we went to sometime in January before my husband traveled back. Went to Lakowe Lakes Golf Resort in Lakowe on the island. So guys, this was a very beautiful stay, and by the time I found out I was pregnant, my husband had gone back to work in Qatar and I had resumed work in Lagos, and we're living our normal lives. This was about 2 weeks after he had gone back. I noticed that I had missed my monthly flow for about 2 days. It was still too early to like assume anything, but there was a weird feeling in me saying, because I barely miss my period days. It's a few times I missed it, but I mean, my husband was just around, you understand, and you know. So anyway, I decided to check and find out if I was pregnant. Like I didn't see any reason of waiting. It's just to check and get it over with. um so I went to the pharmacy within my area to get the strip, and when I went there, the lady said that the pharmacist is not around. I'm like, I'm not getting drugs, I need the home test kit, the pregnancy home test kit. And she was like, she does not know what it is. So I had to go back home and wait another day. So the next day after work, I told Uber to stop by a bigger pharmacy to get the strip. And then I got two, went home and decided to like to like check my to know if I was pregnant. So I decided to wait till I was done with everything I did to do, eat, shower, relax. And when I went to check, it was late in the evening, it was late in the night actually. So I went to the toilet, obviously, checked, peed and checked on the strip, and I was waiting for the lines to show that tells you if you're pregnant or not, So I was without light and my battery was about to die. So by the time I went to check the strip to confirm if I was pregnant or not, my battery had died. So I was like, if I find out, it was just gonna be me that was gonna find out. And then I looked at the strip, guys. I saw I saw one line and a blurry line. I was pregnant, guys. But the line was blurry, but I knew I was pregnant. So anyway, I was full of emotions, guys. I was super full of emotions. All I could do was to follow my knees and thank God, because it was an emotional period for me. I could not tell anyone. My phone was off. There was no lights. I was the only one around. Do you understand? I just caught up on my bed. I went to sleep because I was overwhelmed. The next morning, before doing anything, I decided to check the second strip to be sure, to be like really truly sure I was pregnant. And then yes, by the time the blurry line have gotten more darker, so it was saying, hey girl, you're pregnant. So I googled some ways to tell your spouse how about being pregnant, and then I couldn't find something nice because my husband was not in the country with me, like he was not physically around with me. So we do this video call like every day, and I decided to like find a way to tell him over the phone. So Qatar is 2 hours ahead of Nigeria. By that time I woke up, he had already gotten to work. So I called him up on the phone, and then I had this plan where I was going to put something on my stomach. So I put in some clothes on my tummy and tied it with a wrapper to form a bomb. At this point I was sitting down when I called him, so we're like gisting. Then I stood up, and I was like, how would I look with the bomb and, and he immediately got the notice. Like, he was like, "Are you pregnant?" I was like, "Yes, I'm pregnant." He was in the office. He was completely overwhelmed. Like, he was happy. Like, his eyes was teary. Like, I was like, "Don't cry, you're in the office." Anyway, it was a beautiful moment when he found out that he was gonna be a dad. So that's it. Like, it was beautiful. So anyway, I went I think the next day, or I think 2 days later, I went to the hospital to like get no, before I went to the hospital, I decided to be triple sure. You know, these things you can test like 10 times. So because I had a smaller strip, I wanted to get a bigger strip because I was like, I am actually pregnant, because the line was a bit blurry. So the next day, I went to stop by the pharmacy to get that bigger test strip, the more digitalized one. And I got it, and I got home, and then the lines were super clear, like two standing lines. Do you understand? It was two big strong lines. I was like, "Girl, you're pregnant." Anyway, I went to the hospital to do like a full blood test, and then I saw, "Hey, Valerie, you're pregnant." So, anyway, it was sweet. It was sweet. But I felt sick afterwards. It was crazy. I don't know what happened, if it was the blood that it took from me to do like the blood test, but I got ill, and I couldn't literally even go anywhere. I couldn't go to work. I was very sick, but I took myself to the hospital. Not really. My cousin came around to like check up on me. She came from the office and then took me halfway because she had to go back to work, and then I went to the clinic to check myself, and I was fine. So basically that's it. I don't want to take so much of your time, guys. So in the next video, I'll tell you guys how I quit my job, planned my white wedding, and relocated to Qatar. Bye for now, guys. Love you.